Good evening, I'm Cactus Rosamber, and welcome to Better Than Paradise. As a reminder, we are using the Tales from the Loop role-playing game system as a basis to play this Blackout Club inspired story. Special thanks and shoutouts to Drumurboy for letting me use his old-tongue lo-fi beats to chill and sleepwalk to. Thank you to Question Games for creating the Blackout Club and allowing us to experience this world and lore. Thank you to Free League Publishing for making the Tales from the Loop books and campaigns easily accessible. And thank you to everyone who is here, to those lurking, to those voting, and to those who will watch this later. We sincerely appreciate you. Some content warnings. This game is heavily inspired by the content of the Blackout Club, which has a group of teenagers exploring a small suburban town looking for evidence of strange events. As such, there may be scenes with blood and evidence of crimes like kidnapping and murder. Now it's time to tell a story about some teenagers. Haven Hill is a small town. It is a young town, around for maybe 80 years, and it is strange and wonderful. There, in the radio quiet zone, there are a surprising amount of things to explore, paths to wander, people to meet. Much of the land is either dense forest or farmland, and everyone knows almost everyone. Previously, our little group of misfits found themselves searching for evidence of a hole in the ground. And after talking to a biology teacher about an odd, what was the exact phrasing? A weird statuesque, twin statuettes. I don't remember the exact phrasing. It's twin statuettes. Or an effigy. And having Mr. Gallagher be like, no, don't take that out here. Don't do the thing. Everyone's a little bit spooked. So, we meet up again with our group, standing above a hole in the ground, and talking about going within.
As you do.
As you do. As one does. Giant hole in the ground. In the forest, with the blood trail that led to it.
I was outvoted, okay?
Totally not suspicious place we're going. It's gonna be fine.
It's gonna be perfectly fine.
And you should absolutely trust every person you meet named Smiles.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. People who use code names are obviously trustworthy.
It wasn't even Smiles who pointed us back here, okay? We don't even know their name, so it's even worse.
We're just trusting a suspicious person that we saw inside the store.
No, we aren't trusting them. You are.
Yeah, but we're dragging you along. You know, we're a team.
Oh, yeah. because that's what teams do.
That's exactly what teams do.
All right. So it's about, we'll say midday. Not midday. 4 to
We came after
5-ish.
school. Yeah.
Like 5-ish. People are getting off work. Not that you can tell. You're in the forest. And there you are with this glorious hole in the ground with options on ways to get down. And there was talk about you guys actually going within the hole.
Oh yeah.
It wasn't much talk. It was mostly like, "Hey, let's go in."
We voted to at least check it out a little bit.
Just a little bit, like that, and little.
We're creeping in. We just want to see what's inside.
As a treat.
Yeah,
As a little hole is a treat.
A reward.
All right.
Lorena would take lead, I guess, for this.
Did we roll for who would take lead last time? I feel like we did.
I think you guys did, actually, now that you mention it.
Okay.
Let me double check.
And we know it won't be Nick.
Oh yeah.
Unless we're literally pushing him forward.
Oh,
Meat
no.
shield.
You did not. You actually did not roll for lead. You had just come up with who was leading, following the path. Who was following the
Gotcha.
blood trail.
Who had better eyes, basically.
Basically, who had the elf
Oh,
eyes.
okay.
It was Nick and Wyatt who spotted the blood trail.
Mm-hmm. And then once Lorena had eyesight on it, she was able to keep up and followed it into the forest.
Yeah.
All right. So are you guys like just standing above the hole, like trying to decide what happens next? How are you?
I'm at least a good 5 feet back.
Now, before we go into this, if Wyatt wanted to text his brother, would we have reception in the middle of the woods?
I love you if I don't come home.
Yeah, if there was ever a time
Bye.
to write your own eulogy. Oh my god.
Yeah, no, you would have reception. It would be low, but you would be able to send a text.
Alright, so Wyatt would probably text his brother and just say, he would make some shit up. He'd be like, just checking in, heading to the library. Be back later.
If I die in the library, tell Mom I love her.
Oh, Mom, I was reading.
Do you specify what library?
How many libraries we got?
Let's think here. Haven Hill has at least one public library, then you have a library for each school.
Okay. He'd probably say the library at school.
Okay.
I'll look for you there.
I will make a note of this.
Oh, I don't like that.
Avery will remember this.
Avery will remember this.
I don't like that at all.
Yeah, no, I need to keep notes on that. Okay, so high school library. All right. You received back the equivalent of a thumbs up emoji and a question mark.
Cool. I don't trust you.
Yeah, that's pretty much how I'm reading that.
This doesn't sound like Wyatt.
Wyatt reads?
I'm just imagining that, like, that whole thing of, I don't know if you've ever had that conversation with friends or family of like, okay, if I'm ever get taken, this is what I would say to let you know that I'm not okay. Like,
I would say I'm at the library.
like, I can't help but wonder if Avery's like, is he okay? Like, I'm concerned.
Just questioning everything right now.
Did
Why?
something happen?
Alright. So, Wyatt's texting Avery. I assume Lore is trying to figure out which way she wants to go down.
Yeah, she's trying to, like, you know, feel for how, I don't know if it's like muddy or like, she's just trying to, she's gonna be the first example in, and she doesn't want to embarrass herself by slipping in
Gotcha.
or falling.
Gotta keep up the cool kid act. Can't be slipping out here.
No,
It was on purpose. You swear.
we don't want to scare Nick anymore. It's already hard
That's
enough.
gonna turn him away. Not
Look,
the.
I still have the fear effect. I am frightened.
You are still frightened, yes.
Mhm.
What about you, Maxi? What are you doing in this situation?
Probably just like standing behind Lore, looking as well. They plan on going like after Lore.
Okay. So, from what you can tell, it's almost like something huge had just carved its way into the ground. And by doing so had revealed this tunnel, these network of tunnels possibly. And by doing so, there's these like carved sections of where, should you wish to, you could just kind of follow them down. They're a bit steep. There's like, you can tell like there's rocks, there's like protruding roots from the nearby trees. I think it's that odd consistency between like not quite mud, but it's not entirely dry either. So if you happen to like slip on it just right, you're just gonna go sliding down. But for the most part, it looks fairly solid. Like, you feel like you could probably get down without an issue.
Alright. So I wouldn't have to roll for that, right?
No.
Okay, I can continue to be the cool kid.
You can continue to be a cool kid.
So, okay, so she would carefully climb down, like, at least a few feet. She's
Okay.
a little scared, too. She's not gonna say it, but...
Alright. There's probably at least maybe another like 10 feet down. If you go like at a diagonal angle, you could probably jump and land easily on the bottom near where you're standing at this point.
Does it look endless?
When you look to the side, like where the tunnels kind of go, it looks just, yeah, the tunnels themselves look endless. Like it's just this giant black hole in the ground.
That
But
can only mean
but where you're standing and the part of it that is above ground, it's not. You're safe.
I don't like the way you said safe.
Oh, you heard my
it either.
You heard my quotation
Well,
marks.
safe.
You heard my quotation
Looks
marks.
safe.
So if we jump down, we can like still get back up, right? Like it's not
Yeah.
like too steep to climb back out.
No,
Okay.
you would have to go at like an angle. You couldn't go directly up, but you can't get out.
Okay, gotcha.
turns out it's slick with oil and we're stuck.
Ba-da-da.
Watch your step, Maxi. She would say, just because she notices they're like right there. Looks like it goes on forever.
Ugh, nice. Okay.
Nice.
Nice.
Wyatt would probably put his phone away and start kind of trying to look in just out of curiosity. He may take like a step in, but he would kind of let Laura take the lead on that one. And he may look back at Nick and just be like, "You coming or you staying up here?"
Just gonna kind of like scoot forward a couple feet and just like glance down the hole.
Well, you can tell
Yeah.
that the people who are down there, they look fairly comfortable.
How's the weather? No. I mean, it's not like we have to use a rope or anything, but I don't know. I'd still be. There's blood people. Come on.
I mean, it started at the top, so if you wait there, I mean, whatever dragged it in could come back. Do you really want
Whatever dragged it in could still be in there. What? What?
Yeah, but
what
at
kind
least
of
we're
logic-
together.
Okay, I'll put my faith in 4 teenagers being able to take on whatever killed a person.
We
Not
don't know
a
that it was a
person.
person.
It could have been.
Yeah, think about that one.
Think of the
Shut
least
up.
frightening thing it could have been.
Red Freezy Pops.
Ketchup.
It was a garbage bag full of expired like strawberry ice pops. Look, I'm coming in, but I'm not happy about it.
Okay, at least you're coming.
Wyatt, you're not chickening out on me too, are you?
No, it's totally fine, totally not intimidating at all. Let's go.
Alright. Can I get a mind check from y'all?
Oh god.
Oh, good.
I don't know if I'm good at that.
I'm doing a general
mind
mind
thing.
check because, like, I can't do. There's no such thing as, like, a perception roll in this
Okay.
system.
Do we do like investigate, comprehend, or like what?
A lot of them, they overlap, so whichever one you think would be closest to for perception.
I would say investigate.
Investigate? Okay. Investigate check.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. That's where I actually have some dice.
I leveled it up last session, so.
Oh, Novo. Or Maxi.
Oh wait.
Oh.
Ooh.
Oh!
Ooh.
Oh! Full
Hey!
party
Hey,
succeed.
Big brains up in here.
Nicely done. You all can perceive things. All right. As you're all at, like, we'll say ground level within the very beginnings of this tunnel system, knowing that there's a path, like a hole to the right should you walk, and knowing there's a path to the left should you walk, you begin to notice the sense, like, you begin to hear somebody walking up. Not from the paths themselves, but from the direction you came. And from above, you see, well, from below, you see a young adult.
Miles, you traitor.
No! They're a young adult, wearing like a bedazzled jean jacket, ripped pants, a lacy top. Their hair is like perfectly styled with elaborate makeup and eyeliner. And their hands are on their hips as they stare down at you.
So they already see us?
And they're like,
Oh,
they're like, how stupid are you?
That's what I've been saying. Oh my god, someone reasonable.
Who are you?
I'm sorry, what was that?
Who are you?
They kind of raise an eyebrow, and they're like, I'm Alex. Who are you?
Oh. I mean, did you follow us here?
Alex looks at the ground, looks back towards the direction of the corner store, and then looks back at you four, and is like, what, like it was hard?
Oh, there was a trail of blood.
They
Oh, yeah, I
kick
forgot
at
about
like
that.
they kick at the trail with like their boots. And they're like, it's not fresh. You know that, right?
Of course we knew that.
Yeah, we knew that.
We were just investigating, you know.
Like, I'm sorry, is this your whole guarding your territory or something?
Alex laughs, kind of under their breath. And they're like, would you get out of the hole? And they like wave you back up and back away. They're like, it's not safe down there, you idiots.
What's not down there?
They said it's not safe down there.
Okay.
Have you been down there?
misread that.
You can tell they're hesitant, they answer.
Well, I can't
Look,
really get away with running down, so Lorena takes one last look down the abyss of a hole, and
The
then approaches to leave the hole.
You know,
Yeah,
I,
Wyatt would just kind of shrug and follow Lore out.
I've been looking for any and every excuse to leave here, so I'm out of there.
Maxi would hesitantly follow behind the rest of them.
Once you guys are all back, probably with like a little bit of slips just because of the ankles and the loose dirt and everything. Alex is standing there, arms crossed. You can tell that their jacket is like they bedazzled it themselves, kind of thing.
Boy.
It looks to be an unfinished skull design on the back. And they have like a matching skull jewelry just randomly. Not just all over the place, just a bunch of skulls when you start looking. And they sigh and they're like, look, if you're gonna go in there, don't go today. It's not safe.
Why is it going to be safe tomorrow?
They sigh. Look, something patrols down there.
Something, not someone.
I choose something because I refuse to believe it's human. It never sleeps. It wanders and it searches. And for right now, right here, it's safer to stay
You
up
guys
here.
wanted to go in there.
Hmm?
I was more turning to the others and just saying, you guys wanted to go in there.
Just was following the trail. There are missing people.
Then we'd be missing people.
Well, you don't know that.
You're looking for the missing kids?
Yeah,
Maybe.
Yeah.
it's a bit late for that, Wyatt. Now I gave his name.
I know what you're saying.
Wyatt's name just
Person.
everywhere. Spread around.
Gonna expose your name. He just turned and be like, shut up, Nick.
Alex.
Maxi would just put their hands over both of their mouths after they just exposed each other's names.
Alex looks extremely amused by this, like with a small quirk of their lips. And they're like, look, like, if you're trying to help your friends, more power to you. Like, congrats. Just don't, right now, don't go down there. But we figured that out on... You can see them kind of like try and weigh their words. We figured that out the hard way.
Did you know the missing kids?
I knew a few. I was in contact with a couple of them. Some of them were trying to help me find others.
Wait, what are Alex's pronouns, by the way?
Alex is using they, them pronouns.
Okay, awesome. Just wanted to make sure.
So you mean some of the people helping you also went missing?
Yes.
Because maybe they went down the hole?
I know a couple went missing because they went down that hole specifically.
Okay.
Wyatt would just kind of put his hands up and like take a few steps back from the hole. Like, all right, I'll take your word for it.
Who are you in all of this? You don't look professional at all.
Have you tried talking to the professionals? They don't
Yeah, they
care.
suck.
I don't know who's a professional about murder holds.
We've talked to one old lady and a creepy dude working at the corner store.
Isn't creepy.
Alex kind of looks surprised by that and is like, I don't know why you would ask an old lady about, but okay,
She seemed trustworthy, okay?
they rub at like one of their temples, and they sigh. Look, as I said before, I have some respect for y'all for being willing to try and help and find others. Not many people, a lot of people just stick their head in the ground and they don't care. And so those of us who want to know the truth, we have to stick together. But as I said before, going right now, and they shoot a look at the hole that specifically, if you had to guess, would lead like towards Redacre area. You're like, I would not go, not now.
Not ever.
If they like reach into their pocket and they pull out their cell phone and they stare at it for a bit and then repocket it, and they're like, look, if you do want to help though, if you want to help us and help find the other kids, help us get our friends back, meet me Saturday.
Where?
Here.
Twins. Jinx,
Right
you owe me
here.
a soda.
At the hole.
Right here at the hole.
I don't like this plan anymore.
Because if we can make it work, the goal is to stir up enough trouble that anybody who goes in that hole isn't going to get caught. A diversion, you might say.
You.
Yeah, no,
Alex,
how would we know we wouldn't be the diversion by going in that hole?
you really think I want to send more kids to get lost in that fucking hole?
I don't know your priorities.
I don't
Alex,
know. I mean, they seem like they know their shit.
Yeah.
Alex pulls out like a notepad and a pen from their hair and well, notepad from their pocket, a pen from their hair, and writes down a series of numbers and a phrase, and then holds it out to the group as a whole, letting whoever wants to take it take it. They're like, this is my direct number. Anything goes wrong, any concerns, any worries, any reason you have any fear to not show up here, text me. And I won't worry about it. But if you want to help, we could use you.
I'll think about it. Right.
If nobody's taken the note, I'll take the note.
Alex smiles when you take the note. Well then. Do you need help getting out of here?
No. No, I think we're
Son,
good.
don't. Why would just be like, we don't?
No, just
Can they just climb on out?
Oh, I thought we were already out.
Are we asking them for a ride?
I think just like the way back, right?
Mm-hmm. I go way back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'm pretty sure we can just follow the blood trail again.
in reverse.
Okay. Well, you know how to contact me. And don't be stupid, they say as they turn around and you see the really haphazard skull bedazzlement on the back of their jean jacket. And they just kind of confidently stride through the forest and disappear.
I think they're so cool.
No, in
Cooler
response.
than you. No, I'm kidding.
No, Nick's gonna be like, I'm not a stupid one. I didn't want to go in the hole in the first place. Muttering to himself.
Why'd you take the number?
They weren't gonna just buy it. Do you think they were just gonna hold out their hand forever?
Maybe.
Maybe.
Wyatt, I have half a mind to push you in the hole.
Could you do it, Shorty?
Probably not.
It would be a move check if you wanted to try.
Long live the king!
Screaming mercy.
No pointed body, please don't. Oh my god. Why we just gotta look at the group and be like, well, I don't know about you guys, but I'm coming back.
Yeah, I'll probably come back too.
Yeah, I mean, we're not going down the hole again, so.
Nick.
Yes.
Nick.
Thoughts, perhaps?
Look, I have concerns.
You always do.
I'm concerned that I'm the only one having them.
Maybe we're just the only ones who don't voice them. I don't think it could hurt just showing up here again.
I guess.
I could take
Oh.
them, I think.
I'm not even concerned about them at this point. I'm concerned if they were telling the truth. And something that's not a human is down there in the place
They
that
don't
this.
want to.
No way
think
that's
that-
true.
They're just exaggerating. I mean, did you see that jacket?
I did. They didn't finish it yet.
Gaudy.
I mean, it was a pretty cool jacket, not gonna lie.
I mean, what's the difference between like bedazzling your jacket or dyeing your hair bright blue?
Oh god, it is green, kind of. All right, let's just.
Kind of.
Let's go.
Yeah, we can go. We can discuss your hair color on the way back.
Mm-mm.
Oh my god.
So you guys are heading back.
Yeah.
Okay.
Unless Maxi, you have any thoughts?
Nope. Absolutely not.
No thoughts,
no
head empty.
thoughts, Brit. Head empty.
Fair enough.
All right. You follow the old blood trail back to behind the corner store. You get there, and you can see Alex a bit further down the street, standing not necessarily on a corner, but is talking to somebody in an unmarked white van.
Oh boy.
Making a gesturing wildly, and whoever is inside the van, you can tell is just kind of making the gesture of like, would you stop, turn it down just a bit, like you're a little loud, kind of thing. But the van eventually pulls away, and Alex turns down a street and disappears from your eyesight.
Do you still want to trust him, Wyatt?
Yes. Wait, is following Alex an option, or is that not an option?
White vans are always creepy.
So the white van took off without Alex.
Mm-hmm.
Alex
Didn't
went
even have
down
a car.
Alex went down a separate way.
Okay. Can we still follow Alex?
If you wanted to, you could technically follow Alex, yes.
I think I know what you want to do.
I don't even know what I want to do. I was just seeing if it was an option.
Why would why would it be an option?
I don't know. I don't know what the options are, okay?
The options are limitless.
That's the magic of a tabletop game.
This is my first tabletop
I
game.
know,
Okay.
I know.
Well, you want to see where they want. You want to see where they're going.
I mean, kinda. I mean, I was down to trust him, but I don't know. That looked a little suspicious.
How good are you? How good are you at trailing someone?
I mean,
Just
probably not the greatest.
just these 4 teens like trying not to be sus while following them. That's what I'm picturing.
I mean, I can try.
You look like you're gonna stand out.
I don't know what you mean.
Keep in mind, you do have sneak as an ability.
Oh.
Right.
So
I think the concern was more the bright orange hoodie.
that's also fair.
And the height, so tall.
I'm like a ninja.
Can you like slouch
Fine.
a little?
If it'll make you feel better.
Aw.
Can, yeah. I mean, I'm down to follow them. If you guys are.
I just want to see where they go.
Might as well.
Nick?
This one doesn't involve going into a murder hole. I'm fine with this.
You seem the most hesitant to trust them, so maybe this will give you some peace of mind. Or completely confirm your view on them. Either way.
One way or
They
the
still
other.
barely trust me.
You're not wrong.
I know.
Alright. So last time I had you track something that was an investigate check. But also I don't think you need the investigate check or the sneak check until you get to the corner. So Do you guys do anything special with, like, your stuff? Because I know you guys rode bikes, I'm pretty sure.
Right. They might still be at the bikes might still be at the
corner store.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean,
I think Lorena would still have her skateboard, but she has like one of
Right.
those backpacks that you can like latch it onto.
Mm-hmm. Makes sense to me.
She puts on some sunglasses.
Totally inconspicuous.
Totally.
It's like a fake mustache. Nobody knows who you are now
Yeah.
because you're wearing sunglasses.
oh, it all makes sense now.
Wyatt would, if it would make Lore feel better, he would take off his bright orange hoodie to stand out slightly less. And just kind of tie it around his waist. He wouldn't. I was gonna say bad. He wouldn't care about his bike. He just kind of trusts that no one would steal it.
I mean, you could chain it up. Unless you don't unlock.
It's bold of you to assume Wyatt would lock up his bike.
No one wants that bike, Wyatt.
This is a great bike. What do you mean? was my grandfather's bike. Oh, reliable.
I think that actually explains a few things.
He pats it and the seat falls off.
Oh my god.
Do you want to go back into the corner store and like buy a roll of duct tape?
It'll be fine.
Anyway,
Anyway.
follow them.
So you go and you walk to where you had seen Alex talking to somebody in a white unmarked van, and you see the street where Alex had turned the corner and disappeared out of your eyesight. You follow it, and just at the end of the block you see Alex walking, hands in their pockets, and there's somebody next to them, dressed slightly similar, nowhere near as like bedazzled. You somehow, some way, you get the impression that if there was anything bedazzled on this person's body, it would be because Alex insisted, not because the person actually wanted it. Just by like how they seem to carry themselves. They look older, not by much, and their long hair just kind of like falls down their back messily. You think that they probably haven't brushed their hair in a while. But both are practically marching their way down the street hastily. They're in a hurry.
They zoom in.
They zoom in. In fact, you see the one that you see, not Alex, pull something out of their pocket and point to a thing, and Alex kind of take it out of their hand, read it, and then proceed to like tear it up. They look a little shaken by what they read.
Do they perhaps drop those bits of paper?
They do, actually.
Oh!
How to scamper up like a raccoon.
We gotta wait until they're a little forward.
Sneaking Nick.
You see them kind of, they continue onward, and then it clicks for you. They're heading towards the mobile home park. That's kind of set up between, not necessarily between Red Acre and Havenhill, but there's a mobile home park that a lot of times people come and temporarily live in to decide whether or not they're actually going to move to either of the towns. Kind of like a test run.
Okay.
And it looks like that's where they're heading. I would say that go for it.
Go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
I was just gonna comment out loud as Nick. I'm like, if they know so much about, you know, what's been going on here, I don't think they're heading to their house if it's to temporary living.
They're gonna know more than we do.
Anything is more than nothing.
Well, it's good to know where they hang out just in case. You still got that duct tape, Nick?
Do I still have the duct tape? I don't know. I think it's magically stolen. I think it's magically stolen from me periodically.
So, when they're like pretty far, that's when Lorena would scoop up those papers.
All right. You scoop up the papers. It looks like it's an old receipt. That has been faded away. So you can't tell like what was purchased on it at all. But if you want to try and figure out what it says, I think that might be... I don't remember what check we used for that last time.
Calculate?
I think maybe calculate. Yeah.
I'll assist.
Okay.
We're gonna do it right there on the sidewalk.
You can totally do it right there on the sidewalk. It doesn't look
Just
like
huddle
Alex.
around.
It doesn't look like
We're all-
Alex or their friend is even noticing that anybody's behind them.
We're like lining it up on the sidewalk. We're kind of like kneeling.
No,
Wyatt would kind of be like peeking around a corner, like keeping watch, making sure they don't come back.
sadly, I do not assist. I'm too spooked.
Okay, so what do I have to roll?
A calculate check, please.
Okay.
Sadly, neither of you can figure it out.
Oh, rip.
Yep.
Can I try?
Of course.
Aw.
No.
Can I try?
Yes, of course you can try.
Calculate, right?
We're all so
Calculate.
stumped by this torn up.
Calculate.
They just ripped it so well.
They ripped it perfectly.
You'll actually realize why it's so hard for you to solve in a second if somebody gets a success.
It's not actual words, isn't it?
All right.
Ah!
Ooh.
All right.
Hey.
Wyatt manages to like piece together the receipt paper, and you're all confused because that doesn't look like words.
Wait, what is... Oh.
It's like,
Symbols?
Oh, God.
Oh,
That-
oh, it's a code.
Oh.
yeah, it's
Wyatt would be like turning it every which way, like trying to understand what it says.
my favorite word is Zegs.
I mean, It has to be encoded in a specific way. There's
Yeah,
a
it
chance
looks
it's a... Go ahead.
They swapped out certain letters.
Well, yeah, that's a cipher.
Do you know anything about that?
No.
I mean,
But
I don't have any ciphers memorized, but usually we can look these things up.
yeah, in the library.
We have to go to the library again?
I mean, they're useful places.
I guess.
Anyone know a library in Red Acre?
The only one who's ever consistently been here enough would be Wyatt.
Ugh, and Wyatt doesn't like libraries.
Yeah.
I was about to say, it's bold of you to assume I would know where a library is.
Wow.
We could look for one.
We could ask someone that's not Wyatt's new grandmother.
Yeah.
Let's go ask Alex. No,
No.
Hey,
where's the
Alex.
library so we can decipher your code? I mean, it's getting pretty late. We could always just head back and tackle this at school tomorrow.
Yeah, that's true.
Or what
Yeah.
is tomorrow?
Tomorrow, in-game would be Thursday.
Thursday. Okay.
Yeah.
I said to meet up on Saturday. Hey.
We have a couple days.
All right.
So you're gonna head home?
Yeah.
That being said, if we're like heading out here every day, or just like, I don't know about you guys, like nobody's home for me really much, so like nobody's gonna notice I'm out snooping a lot. But what about you guys?
And my brother will cover for me.
Will he? Okay. No, my mom's out like all the time, so I'm good. What about you, Maxi?
Well, my grandmas will make a fuss if I'm out for too long, but they shouldn't notice if I'm gone for a little bit.
You know, in emergency, all those sleeping bags at Treebeard House. I mean, we could crash there. Say
That's
it's
true.
a sleepover.
I don't think we've had an emergency yet, but maybe if we see Maxi somewhere around the Treebeard house, I'd be concerned they'd been following us.
Wait, you mean Alex around Treebeard
Sorry.
House?
Yeah, no, brain fart. It's been a long day at work, okay?
We get
I mean
was like,
school. Mm.
Oh my gosh. Yay. Okay. So you guys aren't heading straight home then? Or are you still?
Oh wait, I think we are. Yeah, I think Treebeard was like
As
emergency.
a backup. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright. So then, you guys head home, going your separate ways. Some a little more shaken up than others. But home is safe. Home is good. Home might be lonely. Or has too many people, depending. And can I get you all to roll a d10 for me, please?
Of course. Oh no.
Got a 1.
You all have a slightly iffy night sleeping. You rest, but you don't feel well rested. Some of you even feel like something noticed you. and you're not sure how to feel about it. It almost feels like your skin, like you're gonna jump out of your skin because everything is just so wound up. But, you know, you were sleeping. It was just a dream. It's fine. And so, you wake up. Some of you eat breakfast. Some of you don't. And it's Thursday. And you head to school. And while you're at school, you're reminded. That's right. This Saturday is the Griffin Party. It's the party that the Griffins have been proclaiming that they were going to host in their giant gaudy house for anyone and everyone who wanted to show.
Oh, so we have a choice here. Because it would probably be around the same time as meeting Alex, right?
Correct.
I think the Griffin party could be the distraction they're talking about. Just putting that out there.
Yeah. Gotcha.
And it's something that everyone who's anyone apparently is going to be there. Apparently even some teachers, maybe? Some of the fellow teenagers aren't sure how they feel about that. But no one can expect Mr. and Mr. Gallagher to keep watch of over 200 some odd kids by themselves. Wait, Mr. and Mr. Griffin? Did I say Mr. and Mr. Griffin?
You said Gallagher.
I knew it. Okay. I was like, that's not right. There's too many G names. And lunch happens. Do you guys do anything special during lunchtime?
The library.
Yeah,
That's where I'm
library
going.
again.
All right.
The note.
You headed to the library. It's fairly empty. Nothing. No different than like what you would expect. Miss Spectre, the librarian, is doing her thing and putting books into the system, scanning them with the typical barcode noise. She barely even looks up as you enter. So focused she is on her job. And so you look for a way to solve the code.
Yeah, I'm looking for like commonly used ciphers and the like.
All right. So
Inputting random letters, and I got blue legs.
you got blue
In the middle.
legs.
In the middle. I didn't know what the first one was. And I was like, blue leg?
No.
No. Yeah, no.
Okay,
No, it's
so
okay.
the ability to be able to find the right piece of information at a school library is comprehend mind check. So all of you who are participating in this, do a comprehend mind check, please.
And I am no longer feared, correct?
Correct, you are recovered.
Sweet. Double success.
Nick. Ooh.
Okay, Maxi and
Of course the
Laura
nerds get it.
kind of get distracted by books they've never seen before, and they're like, oh hey, that's kind of cool, what the heck is that? But Wyatt and Nick find themselves in the exact same spot, reaching for the exact same book, like, aha, this one's it. And it's a book on ciphers, popular ciphers, well-known ciphers. and it gives you a list of ciphers or possible options. There are... Oh my gosh, do I want to go through and like give you just a giant list of ciphers and have you pick which one you want to learn about? Like,
Oh
I don't
God!
know how I want to do this.
I think we could hand wave some of them.
Okay, alright. Okay. So, the options that you get to pick between are... Let's see here, let me type it out.
Do we get to pick different options from each other, or we both have to select one?
No, you can pick different ones.
Okay.
I have to like type it because some of these I can't pronounce. Because they're like French and stuff.
French have a lot of ciphers.
Are they?
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
So there's
Hey,
4
shit.
ciphers that you get to pick between to learn about.
Oh God.
These are ciphered buffers.
Wyatt
Yeah.
is gonna choose the last one, just in the spirit of, I guess,
Alright.
BBC things. He wouldn't know that, but.
This one feels right.
Alright.
I'm just catching the vibes.
And Nick, which one would you want to learn about?
I mean, out of character, I already know the Caesar cipher, so I'm gonna go for the Playfair
Playfair.
cipher.
Okay. Alright. So, both of them... Well, Playfair is a polygraphic substitution cipher. It was the first practical substitution cipher in use. It was invented by Charles Wheatstone, but was named after Lord Playfair after he promoted it heavily. Let's see here. Instead of encrypting single letters, a Playfair cipher encrypts pairs of letters, diagrams, or bigrams. This makes frequency analysis much harder since there are around 600 combinations instead of 26. A grid of 5x5 letters is used for encryption. Since there are only 25 spots, one character has to be omitted. The grid is formed by taking a code word with duplicate letters removed and then adding any alphabet letters missing. It's then formed by looking at 2 characters on the grid. If they form a rectangle, pick letters from the same rows and corners. If they form a column, etc., etc., etc. And then the one that I can't pronounce but Dee chose, or Wyatt chose, it's a polyalphabetic substitution cipher that is a natural evolution of the Caesar cipher. The Caesar cipher encrypts by shifting each letter in the plain text up or down a certain number of spaces in the alphabet. If the message was right shifted by 4, each A would become E and each S would become W. In this cipher, a message is encrypted using a secret key as well as an encryption table. It normally contains 26 letters from A to Z along the top and repeated along the left side of each row of the square, blah, blah, blah. Do you want to try and solve with those ciphers?
Hurt to.
You see.
I mean, yeah, sure.
So the thing with both of them is they require a key. What is the key word you think it would be?
Yeah, Lorena's just like hovering over them like, I do not understand any of this.
I don't speak Latin.
Skull in Latin?
Oh, that's a good
No.
idea.
I don't know. They just seemed a little obsessed.
I mean, we can try it.
I think the keyword is Zegs.
Zegs?
Because it's the funny one.
It is not.
This is a look. These are kids doing this.
I know. I know. The problem is I picked a keyword that I thought would be really heckin' simple, and nobody's even suggested it yet.
Oh, well, dang it.
And so I'm like, oh, maybe I didn't pick something really simple.
Is it password?
Obviously, it's just their name.
Alex.
Close your eyes. Okay, but I wouldn't think it'd be Alex. I think using your own name as a code cipher is a little
Redacre?
risky. Could be Redacre.
Treebeard.
They don't know us.
They might.
Well, okay, let's think about the information we've learned. Okay?
What
We
happened?
know kids have gone missing.
Mm-hmm.
We know there's some kind of collective of tunnels underneath Redacre. What else we know? We know something about these, statuettes that they should not be.
I mean, I think it'd have something to do with Alex.
I mean, we can try.
Let's just do it. Let's just try it. Everything.
Just go for it.
Okay, what are you trying first?
He wants to try. Oh, sorry, Wyatt wants to try Alex.
Alex,
Why?
okay, Wyatt wants to try Alex. Which cipher?
We'll try the Oh wait, I'm trying to see where it is. We'll try the Playfair one first.
Playfair one? Okay, when you try to solve... Gosh, my mouse is being funky. Okay. When you try to solve this with Alex via Playfair, you get...
Oh god. Get some incoherence.
Come on, keyboard. Not even keyboard, it's my mouse. You get that.
Oh boy.
Try the
Well, that can't be
Caesar one.
right.
I want to try the Caesar cipher.
Caesar?
With Alex.
E2 Brutus.
I think we would. I think it would have been more noticeable if it was the Caesar cipher.
Yeah?
Yeah, the Caesar cipher is a relatively simple cipher.
I mean, it looks... okay.
Guys, have you ever seen like one of those discs with the alphabet just written all around the edges of the circle?
So, like, with the Caesar cipher, what would happen is, like, if you had... you would go through and everything is shifted over by a certain number of, by a certain number of
Okay.
letters. So, like...
Okay. So it wouldn't make... Okay, you're right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Caesar cipher usually looks a bit less complex. But I could be absolutely wrong and misleading all of us. What else am I here for? I'm just trying to think.
I mean, do
Oh,
we have like
okay,
a
let's-
limited number of tries? Why don't we just try?
I mean, we're just wasting time. We have a few days, but let's try Alex with the other cipher. The
The one we
not
can't pronounce. French one?
Viniere.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Never mind. You pronounced it. I'll shut up now.
Took a few years of French, but I think that's might be. I think I might have
Let's see
actually
here.
pronounced it a little wrong, but
Hold on.
oh yeah, I almost pronounced it like an Italian.
Darn it, it went through and it went silly. Okay. So, when you do solve it with that one, let's see here. Come on, I believe in you, mouse. I need to just replace my mouse. I just need to give in. You get...
Okay,
That
there we
makes more
go.
sense than whatever the heck I got last time.
First, it was the one that was so hard to say out loud.
It's always the ones that are difficult to pronounce.
I
They
literally-
thought that would scare us away.
Yeah, these kids don't look like they use the library.
And they would be right.
Yep. So that's what the receipt paper said. What seemed to make Alex so uncomfortable.
These kids got to work on their choice of code word.
Did the stream see that? It should have appeared. It may not have. I can retype it. Hopefully.
It may be because of like the way you're.
Maybe because of how I'm formatting it.
Yeah.
Try that.
There we go. Yep. It's on stream.
Okay.
Yeah, I think the formatting maybe just doesn't show up on
Mm-hmm.
the.
It's very possible.
Yeah.
So yeah, you're in the library. And you know at least 3 more kids are gone.
Oh damn. Oh wait, I didn't mean to say that.
Well, shit.
No!
Oh what? No!
We were doing so well.
Here it goes, here it goes, here.
It's all down
It's
here.
all downhill from
It's
here.
all downhill.
Big
Alright.
Laura's Wyatt a soda now. It's done. Alright.
Alright.
Yeah, but Nick owes me a soda, so.
Why do I owe you a soda?
Because we said the same thing at the same
I
time.
didn't
and
say
said
that.
Jinx. No, it was earlier.
Oh, earlier I wasn't paying attention, probably.
So you're
Okay, so
I offered to buy you soda like 2 days ago, and you said no.
Well, that was 2 days ago. Things changed.
Yeah, things change.
In any case, there's apparently 3 more kids missing on top of however many were before. That can't be good.
Who are the kids that went missing?
Yeah,
Who
we
are the
should
ones that
probably
are
figure
already
out
missing,
if
or the new
Yeah,
ones?
no clue.
The new ones.
New ones. Oh. We can try and check the paper, maybe.
Yeah, is there any way we can figure out if it's Redacre or if they're now moving on to our town, which for some reason I can't remember the name right
Haven
now.
Hill.
Haven Hill, there we go.
SMH.
SMH. Because in the past, I know Maxi figured out 30 years ago it was like both towns, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Would say we can try and steal a newspaper from Mr. Gallagher, but I don't know that he's well. He only knows that Nick was curious about it. He doesn't know that any of us
I mean,
were.
you guys did come in with me for the newspaper.
Yeah, but we didn't show him the weird ass symbol.
I've broken into the teacher's break room before. They always have newspapers there.
That could work.
Do we have enough time for lunch to get in there?
I think you might have some time. If you want to give it a shot.
I feel like teachers may be in there during
Yeah,
lunch.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we might want to wait.
Do we want to wait for class?
Yeah, we do.
All right, who all is sneaking into the into the teacher's lounge?
I'll go with lore.
I'm sitting this way.
Wyatt's down to keep watch.
Wyatt just wants to stand outside.
He'll be a good distraction.
You better be.
A thrill?
I know, is it?
Oh, maybe a little.
Alright, yeah. We
Yeah, they
just
probably
wanna...
do it like next period then.
Alright. Do we just all say we have to go to the bathroom at the same time or something?
Yeah, let's do 10 minutes into class, okay?
Alright.
Just watch the
sounds good.
clock and ask to go to the bathroom, and I swear, I hope they let me go.
I know, would they believe you?
Shut up.
It's not math class, is it?
No!
Yeah, okay.
Alright.
We're gonna do a really quick break. And hopefully no more than 10 minutes. So I guess everybody get up, stretch your legs, get some water, fix your posture, get snacks if you need them, and we'll be right back. And we are back. So, you all have coordinated, you've synchronized your watches. You've done all of that to make sure that you guys can leave your next class period to sneak into the teacher's lounge?
Yeah,
Yes.
we're gonna take their newspaper. This is so extra.
All right.
Now that I think about it, the library may have had one.
It's too
But
late
this
now.
is
We've
what we're
committed.
This is what we're doing.
No,
We have to be
normally you break
extra.
into the teacher's office to see like test answers. No, today's newspaper.
All right.
Listen, I can't afford the change.
Okay, so Maxi and Lore are the two that are actually sneaking in. And Wyatt and Nick are keeping watch.
Is Nick participating in this
I feel
this
like
heist?
Nick said F them.
Mm,
Nick, are you joining us for this heist or no?
The newspaper heist.
You gonna sit the newspaper heist out?
we can't hear you, Nick.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Seems
Oh, no,
I
you're good.
accidentally muted.
Are you joining the?
I am not.
newspaper heist?
No, I explicitly said I am not part of this.
All right.
All right.
Okay.
Team of 3.
All right. So 3 of you, without your computer geek, who may have actually been of some help had he wanted to, you meet up outside the teacher's lounge. How do you want to do this?
You killed the teacher's lounge already.
Is the door locked? Is it empty? Like they usually have like a little window, right?
Yep, there's usually a little window.
Couldn't she just peep in and see if there's anyone there?
Yeah.
Totally not suspicious.
Peep in, use a mind investigate check, please.
Okay. I've been rolling so great. No.
And we're actually causing trouble, so maybe this time you'll have some luck. Now that we're actually doing some troublemaking.
You said investigate, right?
Please.
Okay.
Oh no! I mean, it's not bad.
Wait here. Wait, I can re-roll. I can use one of my thingies.
You can, yes, you can luck, you can push, you can use your
I can push my
pride.
face into the glass. Yeah, I guess I will push.
Okay, how do you push yourself? What do you do to make sure that you can see everything you need to see?
Can I use my phones? Oh no, do they have phones? They have phones.
They have
do
phones.
text each other. Okay. Can I use my phone camera to kind of like press into the glass and kind of like have the... Okay, so the camera is facing out into the room and I have the screen so I can kind of see more because I feel like I can't get close enough into the window, if that makes sense.
Okay. Okay, through pushing yourself, you end up having to take a condition.
Okay.
So are you upset, are you scared, exhausted, or injured?
I just fall through the glass.
You trip and hit your head on the door.
Eye strain? Is that like exhausted?
We can do exhausted.
Okay. I could have done another thing.
Eye
Or I could have had
strain.
someone else help me.
It's fine, you're exhausted.
Alright.
But you do notice there's no one in there. you happen to time it just right of where it doesn't look like anyone is currently involved or in the teacher's lounge.
Well, I'm getting a headache. Seems clear though.
All right, if you guys want to go ahead and I can stand watch.
Okay. Lorena's done this before.
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking either a vent from the bathroom, or she just knows she can kind of pick the lock. Obviously, I can roll, but
Oh, is the door locked?
isn't it usually? I think I've tried it when I was in school.
You are right, it's usually locked.
Damn it! No, no. All right. I will.
It's locked solely so students can't come in and just harass the teachers in their one safe space.
Yeah, and they have like coffee and snacks, you know,
Mhm.
the stuff that we want.
Yep,
They have their own private vending machine.
they do.
Mm-hmm.
Fun fact, did you know that their private vending machines are usually more expensive than the kids?
I did not know that.
Yeah.
Interesting.
You know, thinking about it, that makes sense.
If we did want to try to pick the lock, what would that be? What kind of check would that
That
be?
would be a... Hold on.
Tinker?
I think that would be a tinker check, actually. Yeah.
Tinker. Okay. Would you want to try that, Lore, or would you want to?
Why don't you? You look like you could be a.
Oh.
I just.
Yeah, tinker is specifically used for manipulating stuff, i.e. to pick locks.
I have a 3 in Tinker.
Wyatt can try.
I really want the 3 of you to just return to me dejected.
Wyatt can give it a go. Let me. Okay, wait. Yeah, so that's tech and tinker.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Oh God. Oh, all right.
All
There
right.
you go.
Nice.
Wyatt, you managed to successfully lockpick open the door to the teacher's lounge. It swings open, almost as if welcoming you. Like, congrats! You made it.
Wow,
Just
you did that
barely.
faster than me.
My brother taught me a thing or two about picking locks.
Is your brother cute?
Shut up.
Wow. Okay.
We're not gonna go there right now. Just get in there and get whatever it is you need, okay?
Alright, come on, Maxi.
Okay.
So, the teacher's lounge is kind of boring. There's tile, like, plain white tile on the ground. The tables are all the fold up sort. Chairs look like they could fall apart if you happen to, like, drop in them just a little too hard, too fast. Counters are mostly bare. There is, like, a collection of cookies off to the side, store-bought.
SMH.
There's a coffee machine. Looks like whoever last drank or last got coffee put the empty container back on, so, and it's still hot. It's gonna smell like burnt coffee in a bit. Like, who would do that? That's such a rude maneuver.
Mr. Gallagher would.
Um,
Just kidding.
and then off to, you can see, like, the teacher's vending machines, and then the newspaper rack, where it has numerous local newspapers available for you.
I was gonna get a coffee while I was here, but someone didn't restock.
But you could take a cookie.
Yeah, we could take several cookies. You want a cookie, Wyatt?
You just like didn't want to talk, so you just like put it. You just see a thumbs up in the middle of the door.
Wyatt wants a cookie. Okay.
Can I look through the newspapers and
Yeah.
just see if any of them in the headlines have anything about missing kids?
Let's see here. There's looks like there's 3 newspapers left for you. But one of them is Red Acres Community newspaper. The Legacy News. You have and that one just seems to be a listing of reminder of coyotes and the dangers of coyotes in the neighborhood, and how there will be enforcements on curfew to make sure nobody gets harmed by the rampant coyote problem currently out and about. There's also the Haven Hill Chronicle. That one vaguely mentions some kids going missing, but not on the front page. It's almost like it was thrown in there last minute with no further details. And then there's the Courier Daily, which is just kind of for the general vicinity of the radio quiet zone, in which it lists the latest disappearances, where they were from and where they were last seen, as well as numbers on who to call if there's any hints on where these people might be.
What was that one called again?
Courier Daily Courier, something like that. I'm sorry, I'm making
No,
them
you're
up as I
good.
go.
Okay, I'll pick that one
Okay.
and kind of pat Laura's shoulder and point at it so we can read it together.
And trying to decide if they'd leave or if they'd be like kind of dumb and just stay there and read it.
Well, our group so far, we've been pretty dumb. So.
All right. Well, Lorena is taking a very like brief skimming. Is the number familiar? Does it? It doesn't look like Alex's number, right?
No, it does not.
Just making sure.
Are there any names in the newspaper? I forgot if you said.
There's
Somewhere else.
Location.
plenty of names.
Oh boy.
How many names do you want?
All right. We
Or do
don't
you
have to
just
pick with us.
want like the most recent ones?
Just the most recent ones.
The most recent ones, based on the paper you have in your hand, which apparently was published last night, or printed last night, I mean. The names Leah Moraro, Kobe Dreschler, and Nerva Lobo are three of the most recent ones to have gone missing. All of them appear to be of high school age and from the radio quiet zone.
Specifically Redacre, but just around.
Leia appears to have been from Redacre.
Okay.
Nerva appears to be from Havenhill. When you think about it, she was an upperclassman. And Kobe Dreschler may have been a new student in the neighbor, like a new arrival to the area. Doesn't really have like a where they live listed.
Feels like a horror movie happens every 30 years kind of thing. I hope not.
Yeah.
All right, Lorena's grabbing some cookies.
All right, there's a couple different kinds.
What are the best kind? She'll just get whatever's.
There's very obviously a sugar cookie. There's very obviously a chocolate chip. Or you think it might be chocolate chip, but it might very well also be
Don't say raisin.
uh-huh.
No,
Um
don't say that.
it could be raisin. You're not quite sure. There's a oatmeal lace cookie.
Don't know what that is, but sounds fancy.
And double chocolate chunk.
All right, we're just gonna get those.
All right. So you leave the teacher's lounge with some cookies and the Daily Courier with the list of people who've gone missing. Correct?
All right. Yes,
Yeah.
we do.
All right. Hey, Dee.
Mm-hmm.
Would you roll an investigate
God.
mind check for me?
Sure.
Are they gonna pop out right behind Wyatt?
Let me see. Investigate mine. Okay, that's gonna be. God. Oh shit.
Oh, you get tapped on the shoulder.
All right. The two leave the teacher's lounge, kind of bump into you on their way out. Yeah. I'd say it's been about 5-6 minutes, maybe.
Oh, okay, that's not bad. Pretty quick heist. You would probably just turn to look at them as they walked out, and I don't like that face you just put in chat, by the way. I saw that. He would probably turn to Lord Maxi and be like, "Did you find anything out?"
Yeah, kind of. We skimmed it. It seems like the kids came from all over the radio quiet zone.
Even here?
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's not good.
Yeah.
Any of them go to our school, or?
One of them,
Oh, great.
I think.
Yeah, one of them.
Perfect. Gives me very high hopes.
Alright, do you guys continue to lurk outside the teacher's lounge?
Lorena would relock the door and she's just pulling it closed quietly. Then they're gonna scamper off.
Wait, give me my cookie.
I got it.
Well, let me have it.
You only get it when your job is done and we're
What do
still
you
here.
mean?
It's your
How's-
payment.
How's Maxi's collection of cookies growing?
Well, this would be their second one.
Apparently, they don't eat them. They just walk around with them.
Oh yeah.
Nobody came. Give me my cookie. Come on.
Oh my god. So Laura gives him a cookie.
Thank you. Jeez.
You're gonna eat it all before you go back to class.
Yes.
Okay.
Long bathroom break, chocolate on his face.
Totally not suspicious at all. Yeah, no, he would just eat it like right then and there in the hallway.
Okay. So, you head back to class, and the day passes by like class does. In some instances, really slowly because you're so eager to be out, and other instances, extremely fast as you get caught up in the thought that people from your school also are going missing. Class is over. School day is done.
That's did I have biology today?
You did.
And nothing weird happened.
Now that you mention it. I was gonna have it happen after school. Do you want it to have happened during class?
That's up to you. I just wanted to know.
After school,
Yeah.
Mr. Gallagher comes looking for you.
Oh god. Have fun, Nick.
He looks concerned. Nervous. You think he doesn't look as put together as he normally does.
Okay.
And he's like, Nick, could come with me.
I'm really gonna like look around to see if anybody else is around. I imagine there are other students, but they're not particularly paying attention.
Some of them do take notice. They look at Mr. Gallagher, and then they look at you, and they look back at Mr. Gallagher. Some of them, you make eye contact with like 2 or 3 of them, and they like look. Do an empathize check.
Oh, good. My emotionally stunted skill.
Cheers, friend.
It's like middle school, the teacher calls their name, everybody's like, ooh, Nick's in trouble.
Well, I have no skill points in it, but my mind is a 5. So. Oh, thank God.
You get the idea that these kids that have made eye contact with you will notice if something happens.
Okay.
That
I've been witnessed.
you have been witnessed. If you were to go missing, people would be able to say, Nick was last seen with Mr. Gallagher. Do you follow
Alright.
him?
Hesitantly, but also, like, we're in school and
Mhm.
he is a teacher's authority, so I can't really book it.
He kind of like puts his arm behind you and kind of like
Oh, God.
rushes you almost slightly into another one of those empty classrooms.
Oh, great!
Not suspicious at all.
And as the door closes behind you both, he like takes out like he takes out like one of his pocket square and kind of like wipes his face, and he's just like, "Did you get rid of it?"
Yeah, I don't have it anymore.
How did you get rid of it?
I tossed it in the woods. It's gone. Fell apart.
I feel like I need you to do a charm roll on that.
Oh no.
Do good for us. No pressure.
Another fear moment. One fear, please. You said charm.
Yes.
Ah,
Charm.
good. 30
No.
Total faith in you, Nick. You got it.
No. I wish to use luck.
Okay. Alright, use your luck.
It's still not gonna work. Yep.
It's slightly better though.
There's no slight.
I know.
Both failures.
Amber, you sound so entertained at this poor roll.
I'm actually mortified. I'm laughing
Goodbye,
because
reality.
I'm laughing because if I don't laugh, I'm gonna cry.
I'm in danger.
Mr. Gallagher like shakes his head and he's like, Nick, I told you, you can't.
I don't have it.
Why don't I believe you?
I don't know why you don't believe me. But I also don't know what you know about this thing. What's happening?
He rubs at his eyes and he's like, it's nothing you need to concern yourself with, Nick. But if you continue to hold that item, it's gonna be a problem.
I haven't had that item in over a day and a half now. I said I got rid of it. But you're saying this isn't my issue. But here you are, telling me not to do specific things. Not to have this strange stone from the woods. This clearly has become an issue involving at least me.
He sits down on one of the chairs and sighs, and he's like, look, Nick, the reason I want to be sure that you got rid of it in a thorough fashion is we can't chance that item being found again. It's dangerous, it's harmful, it can cause some problems. And for your safety and the safety of your friends, We need to make sure it's gone. Do you understand me?
Yes, I understand. Just bad things just happen near it?
I don't know if I can explain it in any way that you would understand. But it's definitely something teenagers, kids like you, shouldn't have to worry about. And we're just trying to keep you safe.
Yeah, no, yeah, no, I get it. I, I'm young. I'm still in school. I don't know that much. But, I didn't want that thing. I really, I'm not putting my hands on that again. It's gone. But really, just do you think it's safe in Havenham?
A long pause.
Mr. Gallagher thinks on this for a moment.
Don't think too hard.
And he sighs and he's like, it's as safe as anywhere else could be. As long as you do what is necessary, as long as you stay home during quiet hours, you don't go out after dark, you don't pick up strange objects in the woods, you sleep when it's time to sleep, you eat when it's time to eat, you go to classes, you live, and you exist, and you don't let something like that throw off your day.
But, Mr. Gallagher,
Yes.
are we being watched?
He doesn't respond.
I'd like to go home, Mr. Gallagher.
I'm uncomfortable and wish to leave.
He lowers his head and he nods and he's like, have a good night, Nick.
Have a good night, Mr. Gallagher.
I think you need to stop talking to Mr. Gallagher.
Somebody with you next.
You're always getting stuck in these weird conversations.
Look, the first time was my fault, but this time he came to me.
Wyatt just kicks in the door like, what are you guys talking about?
Just the mental image of Wyatt kicking in the door being like, sup? It's hilarious to
We
me.
talking about biology?
Except, if I remember correctly, Wyatt's weak as heck. I think he would hurt his leg.
That makes it even funnier. That makes it even funnier.
He would break his foot and then slowly open the door.
But yeah, no, Nick is going to kind of respectfully leave the classroom with the solemn Mr. Gallagher. Slowly close the door behind him. Wait half a second. Take a deep breath. I'd like to run, please.
You can run. Do note that the kids that had made eye contact with you appear to have been lurking nearby to make sure you left okay.
Okay.
Interesting.
I give them like a half nod when I pass by, like, thanks. I'm alive, thank you.
All right, and you leave the school.
I do.
Mm-hmm. Lore, Maxi, Wyatt,
Yes.
what are you doing?
I mean, Laura was already out of class during that period. She probably wouldn't go back.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Wyatt probably would. He would just go sit in
Come
class.
on, don't you want?
No.
No, Wyatt, come on.
I'm a good kid, kind of. A little. Today I am.
So good. You're so good. You helped me break in.
That was 10 minutes ago. You know, things change.
Okay.
I've matured as a person.
I mean, the place that we've been meeting up has been like by the flagpole out front of the school.
Correct.
Okay. Maxi would probably just be there, vibing.
Yeah.
All right.
So they'd all meet up there after. That's their spot.
That is their spot.
This is a bad spot.
It's a very public spot.
Yes.
They can't grab you when you're in public.
Yeah,
That's strength in numbers.
This is what happens when Nick picks the spot.
So
We stand next to a flag.
Maxi and Lore are near the flagpole. Is Wyatt near the flagpole?
After class, Wyatt would make his way to the flagpole, yes.
Okay.
So I'll approach the three of them, either standing there awkwardly, silently together, making some form of small talk, whatever works for you guys.
Small talk. I would hope so.
Well, that's up to you guys. But Nick's gonna kind of like be walking next to his bike. Up to you guys. And he like kind of glances at you three, and then kind of like looks at the ground. Guys, I don't think I can do this.
What do you mean?
I mean, so I told you about the thing with Mr. Gallagher, right?
Yes.
Yeah, well, he came to me again.
Oh boy. What do you have to say this time?
Well, he wanted to make sure I got rid of the thing.
You told him yes, right?
Well, yeah, but he's a bit suspicious about that. But
You mean you're a bad liar?
Look, I was dragged into an empty room
Yeah.
with only Mr. Gallagher, and it's not comfortable. I
Say.
Well, it's more what he didn't say this time. There was a lot of implied danger around that like statuette thing about it causing something wherever it is. And he kept trying to assure me that everything's safe. So I'll admit, very out of character, I poked the bear. Which is to say, I asked him if, we are safe. And he said we are. If we do everything we're supposed to, go to school, eat at lunchtime, go home, do your homework, go to bed. And that's a lot that, someone or something's keeping, track of. I asked him if we're being watched in the classroom. I just said, "Are we being watched?" He didn't give me a straight answer.
What? How do you not give a straight answer about that?
You're alone in a classroom. How? What?
I'm just telling you what happened.
So what, we're being watched? How is that even possible? There's so many of us.
I mean, yeah. But he
If all
knows
of that's
something.
true, doesn't that make you want to do it more? I mean, don't you want to figure this out?
Look, I'd be lying if I said this all is going to make it very difficult to sleep at night. But if they know, just in general, that we're like looking into this, and we don't find the answers right away, and even if we do find the answers, what's stopping this person or whatever's watching us from doing something about it?
So we'll be more careful.
We don't even know if anybody's watching us.
I know, he just sounds paranoid to me.
He only knows about the statue. And hell, we can just bury that thing. It's not even cute.
I am for getting rid of it if what he's saying carries any ounce of weight to it.
The piece of stone, how bad can it be?
I know, right? It didn't even give us magical powers.
I didn't even get laser eyes.
Oh, man. Excuse me? I saw that.
We've been perceived. They just felt that from all the way in Reddit. You're like, oh my god.
Sorry.
Jesus, this poll is making me nervous.
We've gone this far. I mean,
look, at the very least, let's go take care of the statuette. I want to see it gone.
Before we do that, I know what will make you feel better. What if we just pranked him for being so disruptive of our days?
That is such a good idea.
Hell yeah.
let's do it.
I don't know what you're trying to accomplish.
I feel better. A little payback.
Come on, Nick. He led you into like some room alone just to try to freak you out twice now. You don't want to get him back just a little bit?
I mean, the way he's phrasing it makes it sound like he's doing it out of concern for
He's
me.
just trying to scare you.
Well, it worked.
Yeah.
So let's scare him back.
All right, Maxi, what do you have in mind?
I nothing specific, but maybe if since he's so scared of the statue or whatever, what if we draw a replica of it and put it on his seat? I don't know.
Draw it on the board.
Yeah.
We're watching you. This is so bad.
If you want to do that, I won't stop you. But then I think someone or something's gonna figure out you also know about the statue.
Oh, that's true. It might get Nick in trouble.
If Mr. Gallagher knows I know about it, I feel like you're setting me up.
True.
Yeah. Maybe we don't want to get him in trouble. I don't know. Maybe we can think on it. I feel like we may need to confront him about this. I don't know.
You guys ruined the fun.
I'm sorry.
You suck the fun out of.
Nick has already been perceived.
All right, fine. We won't do anything for now.
Okay.
Till we think of something good.
Okay. God.
Okay. So, while you're standing there and you're talking about possibly pranking Mr. Gallagher, Wyatt, your cell phone blows up with text messages from Avery.
Oh, jeez.
That can only mean good things.
Alright. He's gonna look at it.
The first one is a series of question marks. The second is a blurry photo of a couple people in your front yard.
Oh god.
No.
The third one mentions you better be home early tonight. And a fourth one
Oh no, there's more.
is a picture of what looks to be like a badge of some kind. You can kind of vaguely make out letters that might be RNW?
Oh god.
Would
Okay.
we know what RNW is?
No.
Oh Jesus. Alright. Oh no, I actually have to face consequences. Shit. Alright. He would just kind of like panically look at the group like, oh shit, guys, I gotta go. And just kind of hop on his bike and try and get home as fast as possible. More out of fear of getting in trouble with Avery as opposed to he doesn't know why there's a bunch of people in his yard. He's just like not wanting to get in trouble with Avery.
Should we still go bury that thing today?
Well, I could always do it on my own. Or someone can come with me.
I'm fine with getting it done like right now, but
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
Max, do you have to go home?
No, I'll come with.
Okay.
All right.
I'm scared.
As the three of
You
you
need us to come with you, Wyatt.
Do you want company, Wyatt?
It's too late. Wyatt is like gone.
Wyatt is gone.
Okay.
Um,
We would have gone with you. We would have been backup.
Oh god. All right.
Goodbye it.
Alright. As the three of you head towards Treebeard,
Treebeard's house.
Wyatt, you fly on your bike to get home.
My grandfather's grandfather's bike.
Yes, on what is it, Old Reliable?
Yeah.
And you pull in to your yard, kind of tearing up your dad's prized grass, in your hurry. It's the one thing he can grow. As two people in a animal control van are getting into the van. They like look at you. They kind of give like a little like, oh hey, wave before pulling away. Avery is standing in the doorway. Completely like upright. His feet are planted, his arms are crossed. And he has a look on his face, not of disappointment, but definite confusion. And he's not gonna let you through the door unless you happen to answer his questions. He like looks at you. He looks down at the grass. And he's like, I'm not gonna cover for you on that.
Yeah. What did they want?
You're like, yeah, but you don't know what I mean.
It's playing stupid.
Avery like looks towards the direction that the animal control van took off. And he's like, apparently, because we're out and about so much, so late, stares at Wyatt. We've been asked to keep an eye out for any coyotes. He pauses. They asked for you by name.
Oh, that's weird. To talk about coyotes?
They said that Wyatt Anderson had been seen in Redacre and near Redacre during a time that everyone is supposed to be indoors due to their safety.
Must have been a different Wyatt Anderson.
Avery like slams his hand against the door, like the door jam, and he's like, "Don't play stupid, Wyatt. How do they know your name?"
I don't know. I had never seen those people before.
What were you doing in Redacre?
Oh wait, you cut out one more time.
What were you doing in Redacre?
We were just playing around. Some friends from school wanted to go over there, so I took them. They had never been, so they just wanted me to show them. It wasn't like we didn't. Yeah.
Was this before or after you went to the library?
This was before?
I love the giant question mark at the end of that.
Wyatt, I just... Avery runs a hand through his hair. Pauses. Did you know Sawyer's missing?
Yes.
And you didn't
You
tell
admitted.
me?
I just, I didn't want you to worry about it.
How could I not worry? I was gonna find out eventually.
I know, just, I figured we could try to find something out. I don't know.
He, like, buries his face in his hands, and he's like, what am I going to do with you? What am I gonna tell Dad?
I don't know. Does he even know they stopped by?
Not yet.
Just... Okay, we were... I'm just trust me, okay? We're looking into it. Just please cover me just a little longer.
I need you to do a charm roll.
Oh, Jesus. Alright.
He's done with you.
Charm, you said?
Charm.
Alright. Let me see. Oh, I almost said a word.
You almost said the word!
We
I
have
avoided
one to
saying...
use.
Huh?
We have one to use.
You
I
don't.
already used it?
No, I did. No,
Oh,
I.
get a look at that charm, dude.
Ooh.
Wyatt's charm coming in clutch. Oh my god. Avery can't help but laugh. Just slightly. You're keeping yourself safe?
Yes, I promise.
Are your friends keeping themselves safe?
Mostly?
The heck does that mean?
I mean, we have each other's backs. It's fine.
Avery rolls his eyes and, like, steps out of the, like, actually steps out of the door and approaches you.
Oh god.
And he places his hands on your shoulders. I need you to promise me something again, Wyatt.
Okay.
If you need anything, if anything goes wrong, I need you to tell me. None of this secret stuff, none of this hiding and not coming home until long past you should have. No, I can't fix it if I don't know something's wrong.
He kind of like just thinks about it for a second, and then he just kind of sighs. He's like, "Okay, no more secrets. I promise."
Okay. You can see him kind of like second guess himself before he like bumps his head against yours just ever so lightly. And he's like, okay, you're probably gonna go hang out with your friends, yeah?
Maybe you should check in with them. I came over here pretty fast.
Okay. Well, no matter what you decide to do, I want you to keep an eye out for those coyotes.
Got it.
And I don't know why they want us to keep it. Like, who do they really believe coyotes?
I don't think so.
He steps back, he stretches, very obviously fakes a yawn. And is like, joke's on them though. I'm probably scarier than any coyotes out there.
You wish.
He like kicks at you.
True.
Ask-
Wyatt has one fear.
One fear. Avery goes to head back inside. And before he crosses over the threshold, he's like, remember, no more secrets.
Got it. He just kind of shoots him like an awkward thumbs up. And he's like, I'm gonna go to Treebeard now.
You hear
Did you
what
say
the heck? You hear what the heck is Treebeard?
The tree with a beard. He's teasing with that, but he's like, "Oh, it's a abandoned house in the woods."
I really went no secrets ever.
An abandoned. Avery kind of like grabs the door jamb. An abandoned house in the woods.
You told me not to lie. That's the truth.
And you named it Treebeard?
Maybe.
He kind of like processes it. And he's just like, "Oh my gosh, you are a weirdo. There's so many
I could've told you
names.
that.
There's so many possible names. And you pick Treebeard."
I didn't pick it. Someone else picked it. I just went with it.
Oh my god. Alright, go to friggin' Treebeard. It's fine. I'll have your lunch made for you if you don't come home for dinner.
Thank you. Oh man, and with that, he would start biking towards Treebeard.
Alright.
Oh god, that was...
I didn't expect it to actually become the name.
I love it.
Oh god.
So, the rest of you have made it to Treebeard. You step inside. Some of you bring your bikes in. And some of you not. It's more lit this time because of the time of day. And you almost get the feeling like the house is welcoming you. Like, this is a safe place. Nothing can hurt you here. In fact, the tree looks like it's growing new leaves, maybe?
Ooh.
And you head to the statuettes.
Which I'm pretty sure we wrapped in a pink
In the bright
poncho.
pink poncho and tucked into one of the
Inside.
sleeping bags.
Yes.
Correct. Yeah, on the second floor.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
See? Nobody found it.
Well, we haven't found it yet. Getting there.
Oh, okay.
you head upstairs, I assume,
Yes.
and you go into the the room with all of the sleeping bags.
Now you're making me nervous.
Rightfully so, honestly.
I'm like, do I want to be mean? I don't know. It
Like that.
it doesn't look like anything's changed. In fact, when you go looking for the exact sleeping bag and the exact place that it was placed, nothing has moved. It was exactly where you placed it. bright pink poncho and all.
Okay.
See, nobody found it.
I unwrap it from the poncho.
It is still just as broken and put together with gum and tape as it was before.
Right. Do we have a specific place we want to bury it?
I think we should put it somewhere where we can easily get it back if we need to.
Okay.
So let's
You
find
know
a
of any-
marker.
Do you know of any like noteworthy like boulders or trees in the area?
Do I know any noteworthy boulders or trees?
You're the one who hangs out here, okay?
I stayed here for like a little while, like a day. It was a
Oh.
little creepy alone.
That's more than I've done.
Well, let's go outside. The only noteworthy tree is the one in the center. I don't know how easy it would be to get to the ground underneath it.
So you guys head outside with the
With the statuettes, the
as
effigy.
the effigy,
whatever.
however you want to phrase it. As you head down the stairs and you go outside, you almost get the sensation, or well, no, you get the sensation that should you wish it, there is a place you could put it on the tree to display it for all to see.
Oh no.
And that would be so wonderful, wouldn't it?
Would it?
This seems wrong.
Or it seems right. It kind of seems right? Because if the shoe fits.
I mean, I guess we could take it down if we don't like it.
If the shoe fits and you didn't buy it, it's still not your shoe.
Well, it was nobody's shoe. It was just left here.
This analogy's gone too far. Look, are we planning to continually come to this house?
Probably. I don't know. Okay, we'll just put it on there for a second. Maybe it'll like.
You still want those superpowers, don't you?
Maybe I do. If Wyatt were here, he'd agree with me.
Can Wyatt show up right now?
Wyatt can show up right now if you want him to show up right now.
He just yells over like, "I absolutely agree," as he comes through.
Did you even hear what they said?
Nope, but I probably agree with Laura.
Wow.
Oh my God.
Oh.
Who's holding it right now?
I've been holding it.
Yeah, Nick unwrapped it, so.
Alright.
The most freaked out by it is the one that's holding it.
Hey,
It's about to blow up in my hands or something.
roll. Okay.
I don't like the fact. For a roll.
Yeah, 1 second. Hold on.
Oh no.
Um,
I'm about to get brainwashed by a rock.
I want you to do a mind check.
Oh, there it is.
I almost made you do a heart check, but I was like, no.
Well, you know, 3 versus 5.
Mm-hmm.
Roll 5d6. Oh, that's a failure. Nick would not have expected this, so I'm not even gonna push for it.
Yeah, Nick, you get the feeling that you really do want to display it on the tree. Right there.
Oh
It's the
God.
perfect height that
Oh,
no
wow.
matter who like steps into the house, they'd immediately see it. They'd get to see the effigy in its glory. It's like
I didn't
calling.
see this little indentation here before. It kind of looks like it is shaped for it. Maybe it's a key. So just
Yeah.
I kind of hold it up in front of him.
Looks good. Yeah, it looks good.
I hate this.
I didn't notice this little indentation. Suddenly, I want to put it in.
Why it's like, wait, I thought we were getting rid of this thing. What's happening now?
Reed, doesn't it look like it should go right here? And
Yeah.
she's tracing the.
I thought we were getting rid of this thing. What happened?
Here, look, I'll put this one in, and you can put the other one in more.
Okay, ready?
Yeah.
Maybe we should do it at the same time.
Yeah. On 3, okay?
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
Push it in.
Wyatt is just like dumbfounded right now. Like, what?
We're being brainwashed, Wyatt.
Like, why are you two on the same page right now?
Get closer to the tree, Wyatt. Maybe you'll feel it too.
Treebeard was evil the whole time. The villain we
real
didn't
villain.
think. No.
Nothing seems to change immediately. You get almost like the sensation of contentedness from the effigy. Like, yes, you did the thing, you did the right thing, and it is grateful.
It really rounds out the feng shui of this room.
And yet it feels off. There's a humming, a sound almost like coming through the ground. Just this slight hum in the
From
back,
right beneath us?
in the back of your mind. Almost
Is
like
there something that we like pick up on, like it's obvious, or is it just like kind of there and we don't really like?
you begin to feel it.
Okay.
It's
As
in
if
fact it's
interpreting
like
my
putting
powers.
it there emphasized something that was already there.
Huh.
Um
I don't like it.
Hey guys, is anybody else's brain itchy?
Can I slap it out
Yeah.
of the place that we put it in?
yeah, you can.
Okay, I will do so then.
It's gonna be like welded to the tree.
An invisible force stops your hand.
Yeah. I'll make you do a body check.
Okay.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Any specific one? Would it be move?
Do your best.
Okay.
Do your worst.
One of these times I'll make you do your worst.
I chose to do my
I'm-
work.
Ah,
I put that
Yay.
wrong, but you know what? I did it anyway.
you did do it anyway. I'll give it to you.
To you.
You managed to push one of them off of the spot, and it hits the ground, and it kind of almost crumbles in a way. But by doing so, the humming, the itching, whatever it was that was there is significantly less now without that second piece.
Has there been any like markings left on the tree because of putting it there?
You can tell where you where you hadn't noticed before that it does seem to be that specific spot has this shape that the effigy made carved in there, just ever so slightly in the bark. Wouldn't have been noticeable on first glance.
Okay.
If you try to look more, you might be able to find others.
May I do
Of
an
course.
investigation?
Go for it.
Wow.
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 Wow. Are we really doing that right now?
You know, we absolutely are.
Oh
You know,
my
wait,
God.
hold the phone.
Oh my god!
Hold your phones and eat them.
He rolled 8 and get a
Surprise.
6.
I didn't roll anything above a 3.
Oh my God.
Wow, you got 3 1s, 3
I'm
2s.
actually in this instance gonna push myself.
Okay.
Brain itchy.
Brain itchy.
What were the options for conditions
Upset,
again?
scared, exhausted, injured.
What's going on? I don't feel like any of those are specifically fitting. Can I select it after rolling again and seeing if I learn any new information that might pertain to choosing one?
You know what? Sure.
Okay.
We can do that.
Thank you.
I'll let that happen this time.
It didn't feel like any of those are specifically fitting.
Mm-hmm. No, I get it.
There we go.
There you go.
Much
All
better.
right. You, in looking more at the tree, knowing that like these slight carvings are there now, you think you find a carving of a hand of some kind. You think you find a carving of like teeth, numerous teeth. You think you find a carving of 3 legs in a circle. There might be more, but those are the ones that you managed to see while glancing, at least on this side of the tree.
I'll pick exhausted.
Exhausted? Okay.
Yeah.
We're all just mentally exhausted here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Stasi and Justin, you're both exhausted.
I just looking about the tree, I'm just like, guys, there's more of these effigy things.
Huh. It's like a puzzle?
I mean, it seems like there's indentations for multiple.
Where are the rest?
We only found this one in the house, so we could look around a bit more.
Yeah. Let's look around.
I'm gonna be real. Before we start shoving random magic keys in a tree
Yes. To get superpowers. Yes.
to
go
get
ahead.
superpowers, of course.
The laser eyes are coming.
The laser, of course. It could only be laser eyes. I mean, look, you felt it too. I'm at least assuming since you slapped it out of the tree. that as soon as we put that in there, something was like itching, like a pressure on the back of my mind, you know?
Brain went burr.
Yeah. No, I felt that.
I don't think it's... I don't know what it is. I'm no cryptozoologist. But,
I
we'd
guess
be
Mr.
making...
Gallagher was right about it being more than just a rock.
But yeah. And that's scary, too. Because that means he could be right about a few things.
I guess
You
we'll
know.
cross that bridge when we get there.
Maybe we put it in the wrong order. Maybe that one's supposed to go like last or something.
I mean,
This sounds a little
do
ridiculous.
they seem in any way organized, the indentations on the tree? Or is it just kind of smattered about?
It looks like it's where they happen to get enough space for that specific shape.
Okay. Gotcha.
there might be like a rhyme or reason to it, but nothing you can tell at this point in time.
Gotcha. Well, it's possible there's a order to it, but as I was saying, like, we want to stop and think about this before we go looking for these other things.
I mean, I thought.
And also, do
Hmm?
we think it's connected to the missing people? Like superpowers or not?
I don't see how some random symbols in a house are going to be connected to anybody missing.
Well, I mean, this
Up
clearly
that
worried Mr.
upstairs.
Gallagher.
Yeah,
And
I
at
guess.
the same time, Mr. Gallagher kind of made an indirect threat that nothing happens to you if you do what you're told.
I think we're beyond that.
Wyatt, you've been beyond that, I think, for many years now.
Alright, listen, you don't have to call me out like
Hmm.
So at least in a very loose sense that we don't understand, I do think it is connected to the missing kids.
Yeah, I
But it
guess
may-
so.
But it may not be directly involved.
What about the sleeping bag situation?
What about it?
It just looked like they left in a rush, whoever was here.
Yeah. There was the office, and then there was the sleeping bags. How many sleeping bags were there? 4?
Numerous.
Numerous. I couldn't count that many sleeping bags.
And no one seems to have come back.
The dust, the way the dust was settled, made me think no.
So
I mean, considering just happened when we put that thing in the tree, I don't blame them for leaving.
Well, someone left it on that desk to reassemble it.
Or are they the ones that broke it?
It looked like they were putting it back together. They were just doing it wrong. They thought it was one piece when it was 2.
well, I'm gonna go look for more.
Okay, well, do we think it's a good idea after the brain thing just now?
I thought you wanted to get rid of it. I mean, trust me,
Yeah.
I'm down to look for more, suspicious symbols. However, I thought you were totally against this.
I was very for getting rid of it. And then I wasn't. Don't ask me why. I really don't know.
Well, it's not like it got stuck in the tree. If we don't like it, we just take it out.
It's true.
And we could bury all of them if we find more.
So I guess spread out, look around the house.
Scooby-Doo split up.
I mean, it's not a massive house, but if we don't want to be out here all night, I do think splitting up would speed up the process.
Maxi, how you feeling about this? You didn't seem like a fan of the brain go burr.
Well, I don't know. If the other symbols do the same thing, then if we find them. But if they do that, then we probably should just get rid of them, but we could always try.
They may have different effects.
Dare I say, there's only one way to find out.
Yeah.
That's like our group slogan
Hello.
at this point.
Yeah.
Laura's just trying to collect all the superpowers.
Dare I say laser eye?
Okay. If you're gonna be searching for more, it'll once again be an investigate check. Lore, Nick, keep in mind you both are suffering from a condition, so you'll need 2 6s, not just 1, to be able to succeed.
I fail.
Okay. Oh god. Oh man. I haven't passed anything, I don't think.
Nice.
Oh, Maxi. Shit.
Nice.
Maxi got them.
I be looking, and I see it.
Oh, I'd be
Ooh.
seeing it too.
Woo!
Me and Morphe.
Yeah.
Y'all don't be seeing nothing.
We're tired, okay?
Mhm. They're mentally exhausted.
Go take a nap by the tree.
And
The
take a nap
brain
in a
bird
tree
tree.
beard.
Brain burr tree. Oh my god.
And I
Um,
ask, is there a basement in this house, or is there just a first floor and a second floor?
There is a basement.
Oh, I'm going in the basement.
Now's not the time to play Phasmophobia.
Is that where you want to find your symbol that you discovered, Wyatt?
I would love to investigate the basement.
Alrighty then. So Wyatt, you go into the basement. It looks to be that whoever had owned this place originally intended it to be like a wine cellar. There's numerous places hidden away from sunlight that they could have safely stored their beverages. And in a random drawer stashed away somewhere, like in the corner, almost as if you're drawn to it in some way, you find a statuette smaller than the effigy that you all had placed together before, of an inverted star?
Alright.
Be gone, Satan.
Alright, well, he would probably get it, and then he would kind of flip it around a bit if it was inverted, trying to trying to see what it would look like from different angles. And then he'd probably get the hell out from down.
Mhm. And the flipping it around, twisting it, looking at it, you definitely get to the point of where, yeah, no, it being upside down in this way is the only way that feels right. And you carry it as you saw it inverted back upstairs. And now Maxi.
Oh boy. Can I be looking around the sleeping bags?
Yes, you can. You're looking around the sleeping bags, looking underneath some of them, getting startled by moths, flying around. And would you know it, just there, on a shelf, for all to see, is a symbol like a butterfly? A moth? Some kind? Just there, watching, as if waiting for you to notice it.
Okay. How tall is the shelf? Am I tall enough to pick it up?
Let's see here. If it's a typical bookshelf, I want to say it's on like the 5th or the 6th shelf up. Like counting up from the bottom.
Okay, so it would be. Okay, yeah. I'll pick it up and look at it. Flip it around. See if there is anything about it.
You get like the feeling that it almost feels like it could be glass, with the one side clear, another side opaque, or one part clear, one part opaque. But if you flick it, if you tap it, it doesn't give that glass feeling. it's something you're not quite sure of what it is. And it's pretty hefty, surprisingly.
Interesting. Okay. I will take it and go downstairs to the rest of the group.
So, two of you have found these effigies. The other two are really tired. And
Yeah, Lorena just kind of like sat down next to the tree and is just like laying her head against it, like, actually, I'm tired.
You know what? I'm not feeling.
do you nap against the tree?
She probably fell asleep, yeah. She can sleep anywhere.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
Lorena, remove
No.
your condition.
Okay. That doesn't sound bad.
You are no longer exhausted. The tree is safe. You feel safe.
Okay, okay. That's nice.
Until no.
That was
Until
so
you
loud.
wake up. You wake up and you can't control your arms. Oh no.
Oh no. So Maxi comes back with this butterfly. Wyatt comes back with an inverted star. Inverted 5-pointed star.
Interesting. Those are cooler looking.
Well, I don't think we're rating them on coolness factor, but yes,
I am.
this one is cooler.
I didn't find anything. I fell asleep.
Yeah, I noticed.
Oh, okay.
Thanks
I
for
got
the help.
Well, your like
got-
stomping walk woke me up. Thanks.
Sorry, I zoned out.
Oh no, it's all right, Nick.
Wow. Wow.
Oh, it's okay if Nick
Are
does
you
it.
really?
Yeah.
Thank you. So what? You're comparing pagan symbols?
What did you find, Maxi?
This, and they just hold out the butterfly figure, and they're like, it looks like it's made of glass, to be honest.
Pretty.
Or at least part of it does.
Yeah, that one looks a bit more like, I mean, fragile, but also like well put together.
Are these on the tree anywhere?
I didn't see those symbols, but I only looked on this side of the tree.
Can we look for them on the tree?
Of course.
Alright.
I'm not gonna make you roll for it.
Oh, okay.
Hey, wait a second.
Well, you were trying originally to
I
roll
know,
to
I
confirm
know.
that there was anything else on there.
I'm teasing you, Amber.
I'm defending my choices. And Maxi, you find a spot for the butterfly figure about midway up the tree, almost at the exact same height you had found it in the bookcase. Well, I don't know if you put it into place. You just know that there's a spot for
I
it.
do.
Okay.
I will.
Immediately.
Like, no question.
hesitation.
All right. You slot it into place, and you feel like you can imagine it glowing. But no burr in the back of your brain, no humming.
Thank God.
Just like almost in like your mind's eye, you feel it glow as an acknowledgement of it being placed, and then it just returns to as it was. Wyatt, you find the inverted star symbol just slightly below, off to the side of the butterfly.
I'm gonna stick mine in there too.
You
Such
two,
cautious people.
you get the feeling that it too glowed and then stopped in acknowledgement of it being placed. No brain burr.
So it is
So it's
maybe
different.
the order? Yeah, it's different. I don't feel weird.
Do we have to like collect the whole set or?
Screw it. Can I look again?
Of course.
Just once more. Alright.
It's just capitalism. We gotta collect them.
Oh, there you go.
No, it didn't work. Oh wait, no, you lost your
Yeah,
yeah.
Yeah.
I took a nap.
You took a
I'm
nap.
just stoned out.
All right. From here, you think you saw something in what would be like the kitchen dining area, and you kind of just beeline towards it. And there you find the teeth. The circle of teeth in like a black stone carved
Very emo.
yeah, there's no color filling it. It's just pure black with like the teeth carved out. You only get the image of the teeth by seeing it at like an angle in the shadow, hitting it just right.
Okay. So Laura would just jam that right in there when she finds a spot. No care in the world. No caution.
Once again, a little light up in your mind's eye, as if an acknowledgement that it's in place, but no brain burr.
Now, is anyone else seeing, like, when you say it lights up, is it only the people that put it in, or is it like everybody can see it?
I think you specifically see it because you're the one placing it, but
Okay.
if you're looking for it, you probably would notice it when other people's place it.
All right. Gotcha.
Okay, so it's a very minute kind of.
Yeah, it's just like like almost like the trick your eyes play on you and you're in a dark place for too long,
Mm-hmm.
where you think you see light in the corner of your eye, but you don't. Kind of along those lines.
Gotcha.
As you stand there, looking at the tree with some of these symbols in it and half a symbol of another, you feel safe. You feel safe. And you feel like if you were to possibly ask for help, something here would answer you.
Ooh,
Interesting.
very interesting.
I'm not superstitious, but I think I've been forced to expand horizons within the past. I'm gonna say 4 hours. Like before, I could have chalked a lot of this nonsense up to crazy people and maybe a cult or two, but no, I think this has gone well beyond that.
Yeah, this is next level.
Yeah, you may actually get superpowers.
Hope I get laser eyes.
Yeah, this is weird, right?
Well, I'm not gonna ask for laser eyes, but I am gonna air to the room if there's any means of clues or answers. Because we are still wandering in the dark in this, and I think we're in way over our heads.
Maybe, but I mean, it's at least worth looking into. It's kind of hard to deny how far we've gone at this point.
I mean, yeah. Any guesses on to why only the two little pillar ones really scratched the brain?
Maybe because it was broken?
It's possible.
Maybe it's just not put together well enough.
Should we take the second piece out?
Yeah, I mean, do we know if it's like good or bad? Mr. Gallagher was scared of it.
Yeah, we're gonna go with bad on this one.
Yeah,
Okay.
we could go through with burying it, I guess, or hiding it again.
Okay, I'm gonna take the remaining piece of it out of the tree.
Alright. Whatever vague remainder of a hum that may have been there is no longer playing, is no longer like going burr in the back of your brain. It doesn't seem to be amplified anymore from wherever it was coming from.
Do you think that signaled anything?
What do you
Hope
mean?
not.
Yeah, what do you yeah.
I mean, was it just me? Because it kind of felt like it reverberated just in general.
Yeah, I'm sure it's fine.
Yeah, it's probably it's cool.
Famous last words.
Do you
Hey, go ahead.
Oh, no, you go.
Can I at least get some confirmation that you guys? I know you make it like we're cracking jokes, haha. But like, are we? In some way, we have to be taking this seriously.
Fact that this is not normal, right? That this is definitely weird.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I get it. Kind of feels like it's not really real.
Yeah. Amber,
Yes?
I would like to take pictures of all the indentations I can find on the tree.
Alright, you take photos of all of the indentations you find on the tree.
It's a good idea.
Nick is the photographer here.
Yeah.
It ain't artsy. I just to gather information. You need to know what you're looking for.
You better hope Mr. Gallagher doesn't look through your phone.
Yeah.
I'm not sure it's him I should be worrying about.
Alright. Do you guys do anything else at Treebeard?
Laura just might mention the party. Did you guys hear about that party the Griffins are throwing?
Heard about it. I wasn't planning on going.
Yeah, me neither, but it's a perfect cover. We could just say that we're going there while we go to meet with Alex.
Can we at least stop by and get free food on the way?
I mean, I guess it's gonna be so crowded. People. It's so
And
people.
what if someone says hi to you and then you can't leave until you like have a full conversation?
That's
I
bold
hate
of you to
that.
assume I won't just walk away.
Oh, come on. You say
Even
that.
bolder of you to assume someone would want to talk to me.
You never know.
I mean, I guess not. I mean, as long as we, keep our eyes on the prize. I mean, free
What's the
food,
prize?
free food.
What's the prize, Alex?
I don't know.
Food?
Yeah.
The prize is food.
Yeah.
Just keep your eyes on the food and everything will be okay. Got
Yep, just in and out.
Oh, so that's why you really like Suzanne.
No.
It was the food.
I mean, that was part of it.
All right. You want to say something, Maxi?
No.
Actually, you're not going to the party, right?
No.
Yeah, the Griffins suck.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we still have like a day and a half before the party, and I feel like with the trends we've seen so far, I don't think it's gonna be uneventful until.
Yep.
I'm waiting.
Yep.
I am ready. You're
Okay.
fine.
All right. So you take photos. You briefly discuss the Griffin party. And do you leave? Do you head home?
Laura might spend the night there. If it got late.
God, after we just had brain go burr.
Yeah, but it feels safe there. And that's something she doesn't feel a lot, so
That's
she
fair.
likes it there now.
Okay. Maxi will go home.
Okay.
Nick's also gonna head home.
All right.
Wyatt would go home. I think he'd be in for it if he did it.
Okay. For those of you, well, for Lore, you stay at Treebeard and you feel safe. You feel good. You feel like nothing can hurt you here. If you had any additional conditions, they would be wiped away at this point in time. Because your base is a safe space, and that is a benefit of the safe space.
Oh, nice.
For those of you who head home, you're okay. You feel like something might have happened, that there might be some consequences for the decisions that you made inside the house. But you're not quite sure if those are going to be good or bad just yet. They're daunting, they're looming, but there's still a possible good. And with that, we're going to end tonight's session here.
Okay. I want to know what happened.
I know.
You'll have to wait till next week.
Alright, say goodbye to chat.
Goodbye.
I don't want to leave.
Thank you for watching.
We don't want to leave. Thank you for watching.
Let's just go for another 10 hours.
No! I don't have that much, like, planned. No, I do, but I don't. Alright, I'll be back really quick. Alright, thank you for watching session 3 of Better Than Paradise's A-Side, a Tales from the Loop Blackout Club inspired campaign. Join us next week, same time, same place, for session 4 of A-Side. I will let you know, keep you updated on what's going on with Sunday's session, second session of B-Side, as soon as I have something figured out. Thank you all so very much for watching. And reminder, you can submit stars and wishes and join our Discord to discuss spoilers, speculations, things you enjoyed, things you didn't. We'd love to have you. And until next time, everyone, goodbye.